So you're making a new Mortal Kombat character. Not an easy task because these fans are brutal. If you're not careful, you could make Dyro. Alright, so how about a bug thief? That hasn't been done yet. Good. Now what if you make her female? Fighting game women are sacred treasures. Great job. Have her speak in third person. A fun quirk. Keep going. She's a double agent who betrays the heroes. A risky move, but I like it. Alright, this new character sounds great. I think fans are really going to love her. As long as she doesn't do anything crazy like kill everyone's favorite characters. Oh my god, what have you done? Despite only being in 2 Mortal Kombat games so far, D'Vorah is easily one of the most hated characters in the entire Mortal Kombat series, if not the most hated character. But how did that happen? How did NetherRealm manage to make one of their own characters so hated so quickly? Well, let's talk about it. If you love videos like this, leave a like down below and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Keep that combo going, and without any further ado, let's begin. When D'Vorah first got revealed in a trailer, fans actually liked her. She could fly, summon bugs. What's not to like? She had a really cool design. In fact, even in the Mortal Kombat X prequel comics, D'Vorah was a pretty likable character, but then the game got here, and everything changed. Mortal Kombat X was the start of D'Vorah's downfall. D'Vorah first gets revealed in Chapter 2, and she's obviously Kotal Khan's advisor. She's with him on big decisions, she even speaks for him in later chapters. So she hasn't had to fight anybody yet, but she does seem very disappointed when Kotal Khan loses to Kung Jin. Weren't we all, though? Everybody was pretty shocked when Kung Jin got the W, and D'Vorah was not impressed with Kotal Khan one bit. And soon enough, we the players get to finally fight with D'Vorah, and it turns out she's strong. In fact, she's really strong. She can even handle characters that defeat Cassie Cage off screen. And since it's painfully obvious that Cassie is meant to be the main character of this game, D'Vorah beating characters that she can't is very impressive. And up until now, everything was going fine. In fact, I would wager that most fans were enjoying playing D'Vorah, but then it happened. And you all know what I'm talking about. You know what happened right after this chapter. D'Vorah messed with the Golden Goose and killed Melina with the Kiss of Death, and that was the first big strike. D'Vorah literally kicked the hornet's nest, no pun intended, because the Melina fandom is dangerous and toxic. Not only are they extremely loud, but they also have a lot of numbers, which makes the Melina fans a special kind of deadly. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of characters with a loud fan base, like Serena fans, Lee May fans, Havoc fans. They scream for these characters to come back, but none of them have the numbers that the Melina fan base does. She is easily a top 10 most popular character in Mortal Kombat, if not top 5, if I'm being honest. And as a result, when this character died in such a violent way, whoever killed her was doomed to be hated until the end of time. Long after humanity is dead and aliens find our bodies, there will be remnants of data that show how much fans hated D'Vorah. And maybe you think I'm exaggerating, and I am, a little bit, but make no mistake, this murder right here is the main reason that fans hate D'Vorah. But we gotta keep on going, because it turns out not even the past is safe for D'Vorah. The writers artificially retconned her into the first 3 Mortal Kombat games. During Raiden's chapter, we get a flashback with Liu Kang and Kung Lao before MK3 even takes place, and guess who's there? D'Vorah. That's right, your girl crawled her way into the past. And despite not being bound by the Mortal Kombat tournament, Raiden seems to struggle a bit when fighting D'Vorah. Once again, this character is next level. She is really strong for no real reason. And it's worth noting that D'Vorah being retconned into the first 3 games did upset a certain part of the fan base. Mainly the players that really love the lore of Mortal Kombat. They did not appreciate D'Vorah being artificially injected into the past. Oh, and it's also revealed that D'Vorah is a massive traitor. She's working for Shinnok instead of Kung Jin, and her reasoning kind of makes sense, but not really. D'Vorah's main goal is to protect the Hive, which refers to her own body, because a bunch of different species of bugs and insects and whatever all live inside of her as a collective, and that's referred to as the Hive. Or in other words, D'Vorah literally only cares about herself, which is why she sides with Shinnok, because he theoretically is the strongest character in the game. But the thing is, he's not free yet. So if D'Vorah wants to keep the Hive safe, shouldn't she just stop him from being summoned and kill Quan Chi? Wouldn't that make way more sense than to release someone so strong? Especially when that person is a literal god who is so evil and corrupted that the other gods shun bond him, I wouldn't want to be on his side, Devora, and I certainly wouldn't want to let him free. So once again, her reasoning doesn't make that much sense unless she's meant to be stupid. At any rate, the story keeps on going, and believe it or not, she even defeats Scorpion in a 1v1 fight, and she could have killed him if she wanted to, but she had more pressing matters at hand. Once again, her main goal is to summon Shinnok, and she totally succeeds in that regard. She doesn't even die. Instead, it's Quan Chi who gets deaded. And thankfully, at a long last, Devora does get defeated by Cassie Cage, but not after puking all over Johnny Cage like she owns him, which is darn disrespectful. I know Johnny Cage is into some very kinky stuff, but I doubt even he wants to have bug guts puked on him. But that's about it for Mortal Kombat X, so now it's time to move on to Mortal Kombat 11. Literally, the very first thing Devora does in this game is stop the heroes from winning. Shao Kahn's been defeated, and the heroes are about to win, but she literally rains on everybody's parade with a thunderstorm of bugs and all manner of disgusting creepy crawlies. And listen, I understand Devora is strong, but you're telling me she can literally incapacitate everybody in this arena with her bugs? What is she, god level? Why can't Raiden just do the bug zapper for Mortal Kombat X? That worked just fine before. Just do it again. Do that thing a second time, Raiden. But nope, that doesn't happen, and Devora gets away with all of the villains. So let's get one thing clear. Devora is the only reason anything bad happens past this point. If she was off the table, the heroes would have won right away. And you know the heroes are salty, so they chase after Devora, and Kotal Kahn loses in a 1v1 against Devora. My god, the writers won't stop putting over this character. Now, to be fair, in the lore, Kotal Kahn is actually weaker when he's cut off from sunlight, and maybe the writers remembered that, but it's never stated in the game, which is why I think it's more likely that Devora only won so that Jade could defeat her and therefore look even cooler than she already is. But at the same time, I'm going to give the writers the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they do remember that Kotal Kahn is weak without the sun. After getting her butt kicked by Edenia's #1 stripper warrior, Devora disappears for most of the story, which should be a good thing, but unfortunately she shows up again to do the unthinkable and kill Scorpion. Oh my god, NetherRealm must want everyone to hate this character. There's no other explanation. Killing Melina was one thing, but Scorpion, that is the most famous character in Mortal Kombat history. Even the normies love this character. If Devora wasn't already universally hated by every player in Mortal Kombat, she definitely was now after killing the literal golden child. You don't touch Scorpion. Alright, you just don't. He is the sacred cow of Mortal Kombat. How did Ed Boon let this happen? It's kind of surprising when you think about it. Now, thankfully, old school Scorpion does survive, and Devora crawls away never to be seen again. Until the movies. That's right, she crawled her way into the movies. Nobody is safe from this character. Whether it's a video game or the movies, your favorite Mortal Kombat character is never safe from Devora. Because now it's time to talk about Battle of the Realms. This movie actually takes place during the second Mortal Kombat tournament, yet even so, Devora is somehow there. For literally no reason. Once again, this character did not show up until Mortal Kombat X. Why is she in the story of Mortal Kombat 2? I have no idea. Someone at WB must really love this character, which means we're stuck with her. She's gonna be in Mortal Kombat 12 and every Mortal Kombat game until the end of time. Or at least until WB sells Mortal Kombat at some point. Anyway, in case you're wondering who Devora defeats this time, it's your boy Johnny Cage. Once again, one of the most beloved characters in the entire series, but he's still not safe. In fact, not only does your boy lose, but he doesn't even land a single hit. Johnny Cage is out of the tournament in less than 1 minute, and then to rub salt on the wound, Devora calls him weak. I'm sorry, Devora, you're kinda new here, so let me fill you in. Johnny Cage defeated Goro. Johnny Cage defeated Scorpion. Johnny Cage defeated Shinnok. He is not weak. The man you just insulted was literally strong enough to kill the boss that you're too terrified not to side with. So I'm just gonna put that out there. Now, thankfully, everyone's favorite original female fighter of Mortal Kombat does join the tournament and gets her chance to throw hands with Devora, and the whole world rejoiced. I don't care if the power scaling is off, I'm just happy that Devora finally got defeated by somebody in this movie. My only gripe is Sonya didn't go far enough and do the fatality, although with that said, if you've read the comics, Devora's unfortunately impossible to kill. Don't believe me? Your boy Reiko literally tore her in half, and I don't mean at the waist, I mean down the middle. All the way from forehead to crotch, she was ripped down the middle like Shao Kahn's fatality in MK9, and guess what? She still came back. Once again, she's almost unkillable, unless maybe you burn her. Let's get Scorpion back in there for a rematch. And that pretty much sums up the story of Devora and why so many players hate her. So now it's your turn to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you want Devora to show up in future future games, or do you want her to stay gone forever? And while you're down there, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It really does help my channel out a ton. And then keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell. That way you never miss a future video. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.